Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got a video today from Sugar Tits. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Let's give that chow. It's chow time.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another Sugar Tits video. So according to some crazy ass people who are out of touch with reality, you cannot be racist towards white people. White people cannot be discriminated against.
I'm doing this video because one of you guys requested me to do this video. Most of the videos I do nowadays, guys, is through your guys' request, by the way.
And why? Well, it's all due to some fantasy position of privilege and power, which is pretty fucking hilarious coming from Australian soccer star legend Sam Kerr, who also boasted that she makes a substantial amount of money playing for the Chelsea Football Club to a police officer as she scolded him for being stupid and white.
Honestly, you guys are stupid and white.
Okay. Well, how the tides have turned. It wasn't too long ago that she shot to fame here in Australia with her captaincy of the Australian ladies football team, the Matildas. She was glorified by the Australian media and shot to fame, winning the hearts of many Australians. But after this 2003 incident happened, we started to wonder, do we really want the captain of the Australian ladies football team to be a bigoted asshole? I think not. Well, Sam Kerr is finally facing the courts, and she has told the courts that she felt police treatment was different due to her skin color. What a crock of shit. You're latte brown at best. Fucking Bering looks like that color when he comes in from mowing the lawn on a summer's day when it's like 30 plus degrees. And he's white as fuck. And the other chick who was riding in the car with you was white as snow. You were...
I love Sugar Tits. The way she just described her husband was hilarious.
Being treated the way you were being treated because you were drunk as fuck and you kicked the shit out of a taxi window, breaking it, so the taxi guy deviated from the way he was taking you to take you straight to the police station. She claimed that she felt in danger and was scared that the taxi driver was kidnapping them and would grape them. You have a very high opinion of yourself, like you shit Skittles or something.
Girl, you're a big torta that plays soccer.
And might I just mention that the lovely Samantha Kerr is a lesbian. Oh, it's all making sense now. Privileged, white, male, of power. Fuck you, man. I'm a lesbian. I get my scissor on. Me no like no dick, unless it's a rubber one strapped onto a lady. They're not too fond of the men in the first place, are they? The old lesers. So no wonder her drunk-ass mind went to dark places when this man taxi driver veered off route. Oh, he's gonna grape us. Men are scum. No, you kicked in my fucking taxi cab window, you bitch. You going to the police station. So the two ladies were in fact dropped off at the police station.
I see why he suggested this video to me. This has been one of the more hilarious videos I've seen in a while.
Where her exchange of non-existent racial slurs proceeded with the local white police officer. Let's take a look at the body cam footage.
Did you stay on the phone long enough to even speak to someone? That's the thing. Okay, but they wouldn't do that though.
Oh my God,
they wouldn't do that. You should have spoken to the...
You guys are stupid and white. Honestly, you guys are stupid and white.
Okay.
I'm looking you in the eyes.
Why are you
I'm
bringing
looking
race
you in
into
the
this?
eyes.
Yeah, why put race into this?
I'm f***ing over this.
It's definitely that feminist mentality to put men like that, and then especially white men, at the top of the patriarchy.
This is the world f***ing problem. Wait on the call. Wait on the call. Wait on the f***ing call.
All right. I'll go over at the moment then at 3:17. You're under arrest for criminal damage because there's an allegation that you've smashed that taxi window. You're also under arrest for racially aggravated public order for the comments that you've said. So the reason, that's fine, the reason for your arrest was for a prompt and effective...
Wow, what a bitch. So apparently, the police offered her a deal where she could just pay the fine and pay any money required to get the taxi cab's window fixed and clean the vomit out of his car. But, being the uppity little shit she is, she declined, where she now faces one charge of racially aggravated harassment of a Metropolitan Police officer, Police Constable Stephen Lovell. She told the London court she called the police officer stupid and white because she felt she was being treated differently because of her skin colour by a a person in a position of power. But she said she didn't mean to harass him. What an idiot. When asked to explain her words, stupid and white.
Oh, when words offend you and hurt your feelings, it's a problem. But when you use words to offend others, it's not a problem. Oh, it wasn't anything.
To the court, Miss Kerr described it as a heated argument centered around the taxi journey and who would pay for the damage to the broken window. It was alleged that Miss Kerr said she wouldn't pay the cleaning fare after being sick, but she denied not being willing to pay in court. So you clearly make enough money. You're a fucking striker for the Chelsea female football club over in England. You were even bragging about how much money you make. And under cross-examination at the police station, you even said that you did this because you were drunk. So you admitted to the police that you were being drunk. Basically, you're being a little bratty, stuck-up dickhead who destroyed the taxi driver's property, yet though you very much have the means to, you will not pay for the damages that you have caused. And the police dude is
No accountability whatsoever at all echelons of society for women. Doesn't matter if you're some football star or anything. No accountability.
the asshole in a position of power. You seem to have a fair bit of privilege and power yourself, yet you have damaged the property of a minimum wage worker who makes a fuck ton less than you, and you
True.
refuse to pay for it. That makes you a privileged asshole. The driver had rang the police station after she'd thrown up all over the place, and let's be honest, they were probably being rude assholes too, and he was instructed by the police to drive them straight to the police station. And this is why they claim they felt unsafe, like they were going to be graped by the taxi driver, which led to the other white bitch kicking in the window, breaking it, and Miss Kerr trying to climb out, presumably while the taxi was still moving like a retarded Bond super spy. When the police officer said to her, "That's one of the most stupidest things I've ever heard. Why would you feel threatened that a taxi driver is about to sexually assault you when he's driving you to the police station?"
Okay, but they wouldn't do that though.
That's when she proceeded to call him stupid and white.
Honestly, you guys are stupid and white.
When the courts asked her, what were you expressing or trying to express with the comment,
I kind of feel bad for white guys. They get thrown on the bus like every moment of racism nowadays.
she told them, I expressed myself poorly in that video. You think? The point I was trying to get across was I felt like they were treating me differently and not believing me and treating me as a person who had done something wrong because they were in a position of power. And I believe they were treating me differently because of the color of my skin. The color of your milky white latte skin. Here is a prime example of the toxicity, and I hate that fucking word, of people who have victim mindsets. Everyone's out to get you. You're always a target based on the color of your skin. And without
I mean, she's brown, lesbian, not that great looking, football star or soccer star. The victimhood.
without even knowing it, you're actually the one who's prone to engaging in discrimination and racism. It makes you a blind, bigoted asshole. She said, I think that if people in a position of power or someone with position of privilege doesn't understand or acknowledge that, that's very dangerous. And I think this happens everywhere around the world. I have experienced this multiple times. Yeah, in your fucking head, you loony bin. You are a soccer star who is paid very handsomely, and you are, or were, adorned by the whole Australian nation for your performance in the women's FIFA competition. This victim mentality bullshit has ruined your career. Maybe not ruined, but it's certainly given you a bad image. In response to the police officer making light of the situation where she thought she was going to be kidnapped, Miss Kerr told him, "You're sick. You're honestly sick." I thought he was making light of what had happened to us. It was almost an antagonizing comment. After that, to which she called him a white fucking privileged person. When asked why she used the words white privilege by the court, she said it was clear he had no idea about the privilege he had in that moment or in life. Oh, fuck right off. He's a police officer upholding the law to which you broke. How does that make him a person in a position of privilege and power that is racially
Because he's doing bad things to her and she doesn't like it.
vilifying you? He's treating you like every other nuisance criminal who walks into his police station. He's never experienced that or had to think about what could happen to you as a female. Oh God. Once again, lesbian fears the man's going to grape her. We don't like men, we only like the poontang. When asked if she had hostility towards white people, she said, "No, Absolutely not.
Lies.
That makes no fucking sense. I mean, she was banging the white chick in the car with her, so obviously she has no problem with white pussy.
True, I guess.
It's just white dick in positions of power she has a problem with. She described herself as white Anglo-Indian to the court and said that there had been multiple occasions where she had felt she had been treated differently because of the color of her skin. Oh, boo fucking who. At school, I had experienced being in situations where teachers had instigated that I was the troublemaker or the starter of trouble when clearly we were in a large setting of people.
From what we see, it doesn't. The teacher seems allegations are legit.
You seem like a bit of a fucking troublemaker, getting pissed drunk and throwing up in the taxi. Oh, and I hate this. Oh, it happened to me in school when I was a kid thing. Like, you're a fucking grown-ass adult now. Build a bridge and get over it. Kids say mean shit. Under cross-examination, she was asked, by the time you leave the club and try for an Uber and then hail a cab, it's fair to say that, Miss Kerr, you were drunk. Yes, she
Can you see that? You know when women do, they think they're in the right and they're better than you.
Replied. You were so drunk that you were sick, he said. Yes, she agreed. Do you think that your level of drunkenness might have had an impact on your perception on what was happening to you in the taxi? No, she replied. Let's be clear about this. Do you still believe that the taxi driver was kidnapping you? Yes, she said. She disagreed that she was probably just someone who was far too drunk and got the situation wrong. That's exactly what happened. You've had all these bad experiences happen to you. You're a victim living in your own head. You're lesbianic and you don't like men. So obviously the taxi driver was out to grape you, and the damn white policeman in a position of power was detaining you unlawfully. So I don't think she's gonna win this one. She should have just shut her mouth and paid for the damages when she was offered it. And now she's dragged this through the court, dragged her name through the mud, and it's going to damage her image. Thanks for watching, everyone.
I just see a racist feminist that wants to put white privilege and male privilege at every forefront when something gets uncomfortable for her. That's all I really see. I don't see too much else. Useless. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And I can